Today, July 22nd, the independent autopsy results everyone has been waiting for finally came out, and they're undetermined? After all this time, what exactly did they find, and why is it sparking even more questions in the comments? You are not gonna want to click away. Ben Crump just announced the preliminary findings from the second autopsy at the NAACP convention in Chicago. This is the independent exam done by Dr. Rogers A. Mitchell Jr. around July 10th, and its major update for where the investigation stands right now. But instead of clean answers, it raises even new ones. Let me walk you through the key details released in the last 12 hours and tackle some of the biggest questions blowing up on comment sections. Crump shared that both the causes and manner of death are undetermined. Pending further investigation, advanced decomposition limited what they could conclude. The noted red discoloration on the back of the head, no skull fractures were mentioned, and some missing neck tissues from the initial exam.
He talked about the second autopsy performed on Nolan Wells revealed marked decompensation or changes. Marked decompensation can obscure the presence and absence of bruising on the skin surface, especially during a second autopsy examination. What he's saying, because the body was so decomposed that you couldn't tell if there was bruises or abrasions on the body when he received it on the 10th of July. He says, however, dissection of the back of the head during the layered posterior neck dissection revealed a 12 by 8 inch focal area of red discoloration in the deep soft tissues overlaying the occipital bone. And he talked about how he found red discoloration when he cut open into the back of his head towards the occipital bone, and he saw the red discoloration, and we actually saw the pictures of it. It's significant. You can't help but notice, why is this dark red here in the back of his head? And so he was important to note that in his report. He said that etiology of this finding is unclear. There are no lacerations of the overlaying skin nor fractures of the underlying skull. These findings are inconclusive for perimortem injury due to both the extensive decomposition and the absence of associated injuries. This finding, however, is significant enough to be highlighted in this preliminary report for further investigation. It is important to reiterate that the finding could not have been observed in the first autopsy because the posterior head and neck dissection were not performed.
One of the top comments people are asking is, how does parts of one's throat go missing? That's a serious question after hearing the missing neck tissue. The pathologist mentioned it, but the composition made full conclusions difficult. Another big reaction in the comments is speculating about what it could mean, but officially they cannot rule out intervening non-accidental factors.
The focal area of red discoloration in the soft tissue of the back of the head, the occipital region, is significant because he cannot determine why you have that red discoloration in the back of his brain. That's significant. He also talked about, Mr. Williams, if you can, just the fact that as his common practice, he was missing his throat when they received the body. And he wants to know why they held it back. He's not drawing any conclusions, but he said he would want to examine it if there were neck fractures or compressions to the neck. And he thinks that's significant to know at autopsy. The reason he says he would hold it back when he was medical examiner because he thought that there may have been some issues with neck fractures. The last thing that is significant is what we said before about him, the condition of his body when he went into the water. Was he conscious or unconscious? Was he forced or unforced into the water? He said those things are very significant. But he started off talking about this red discoloration in the back of his head is something that was of great concern to him.
People are also asking about the next step, like when is the grand jury going to happen? Now, according to today's update, one of the sheriff's investigation wraps. Results go to the DA and then a grand jury. Standard procedure. Toxicology and other tests from the first autopsy are still pending or not fully shared. Jackson County authorities say no evidence of foul play so far, but the case remains active. No arrest or confirmed suspects. The family had met with the DA earlier and officials supported this independent autopsy. The first autopsy pointed towards drowning, but the family disputes aspects of the timeline, witnesses' statements, and evidence handling the cell phone issues. Note that this second exam was around July 10th, but the detailed public announcement came out today. Also, new footage from the Horn Island on July 4th surfaced recently that may show him shortly before he vanished. Now, comments like these show how heavy this feels for everyone watching. The family is still pushing for full transparency and that grand jury review. What questions from today's results stood out most to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell and don't miss any updates as this develops.